8.4 on the Richter scale, Professor Chapman.
Oh, yes, I can see it. Do you think I could create a volcano and not realize its power? 8.4. But this is merely a demonstration. This should give the China watchers something to talk about. And what they don't realize is that the real news is yet to come.
Follow me.
Hey, congratulations. I hear that Atkinson got bumped upstairs and you've been promoted. All my assignments come from you from now on?
That's right. Sorry we don't have time for champagne, but that's why I'm here, to give you your assignment.
Oh, come on, Steve. I just got back from the Philippines. I'm supposed to go fishing with some friends in Arizona.
Well, you're still going fishing, but I'm afraid not with friends.
Okay. Where do I fish and what for?
See the headlines?
Chinese volcano?
Yeah. The Office of Scientific Research says it shouldn't happen. Any more questions?
Any more answers?
In exactly 37 minutes, get yourself some flight insurance at the gift shop. And look, this is no piece of cake. Dave Pruitt, the last agent we sent in there,
Yeah?
he hasn't been seen or heard from since he checked into room 7 at the Vista Bonita Hotel.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Very beautiful.
Do you know what it is? Few American-born Chinese do. 4 million of these blocks were used in the construction of the new Great Hall of the People's Republic of China in Peking.
It's heavy for all its beauty.
The finest wood in Asia, reinforced with coats of special lacquer. It has the strength of concrete. May I present your colleague, Comrade Ling?
Comrade Ling? With all due respect to your judgment, Colonel Min, I think that an expedition into the rugged sections of Baja California for one so frail would... Forgive me, Colonel.
Capitalistic chauvinism, comrade.
Your report, Mei Ling.
Stephen Trevor of the IADC met with one of his agents at the Coast Terminal Airport. It is certain that the Americans are behind the volcano business. I made sure that she is being closely watched.
Need more be said?
Buenas tardes, senor.
Oh, hello. You have a reservation?
Do I need one?
It's the height of the season. You staying long?
Well, I'm not sure I'm going to stay at all. Doesn't seem like the fish are exactly jumping around here.
Got a case of tuna in the back room.
Well, in that case, this must be the place.
Sure do. Take your pick.
7.
7?
It's my lucky number.
You're in luck. Just had a cancellation. A couple of movie stars decided on Puerto Vallarta for some reason. Want to register?
Sure.
Diana
Prince.
Prince. You have any luggage?
In my buggy.
Buggy?
Dune buggy, you know.
Señores, número 7, por favor, arriba. Esposa. If you'll follow me.
Sure. Should I, look under the bed?
Not unless you want to find something that isn't registered. Look, make yourself comfortable, and if you need anything...
Yeah?
You'll just have to come down and get it yourself.
Right, I get it. Thank you very much. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. There you go. Thank you.
Perfect example of our room service. I'll see you in the morning. Buenos tardes.
Buenas tardes.
You have a visitor, Diana Prince.
That's what I was calling to tell you.
The IADC is getting bolder. They didn't even bother to change her name.
She's an agent?
Of course. Where did you put her?
Room 7, same as Pruitt.
Get rid of her. Did you hear me?
I heard you, only...
Only what?
She's a real good-looking lady.
Get rid of her tonight.
Okay.
Looks as though she's going to spend the night.
Perhaps we should check in as well.
Do you need comfort to do your duties?
I merely thought that a closer look would...
You were thinking of a roof over your head. We will sleep in this vehicle. I will take the first watch. I will wake you in 4 hours.
Russia, sir. North of Moscow.
And number 2 of the 3 great powers gets into the act. Now, I could almost pick the agents that the Kremlin will send myself.
No word from Diana since she checked out the dune buggy. But she did check into the hotel. Okay, keep on it. You got something, Joe?
An analysis of the satellite photos. Another volcanic eruption.
Where?
USSR.
Terrific. That was Baja, you heard?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
At precisely the time that the volcano exploded, a bright light, some kind of bizarre phenomenon, lit up the sky just above the Vista Bonita Hotel. The beam and the explosion lasted 47 seconds.
The Russians respond yet?
Immediately, they're sending the twins.
All they have in common is size and strength.
And tenacity.
Where are they now?
It's anybody's guess. 2 hours ago, they were in Mexico City.
Should be in Baja by the time the sun comes up.
How they pamper themselves.
Why didn't you wake me?
I tried, and you were afraid that the rugged terrain will be tiring me.
I didn't realize we were in a contest with one another. The Prince girl.
Leaving now.
They cannot drive far.
How'd you leave, Miss Prince?
Breathless?
You witnessed it.
Push the button. Do you expect me to wait around and watch?
You are not developing a weak stomach, are you, Corbin?
There are limits.
Your altruism is commendable. In Boy Scouts. I'll see that you get a merit badge.
handle this. You're my prisoner.
You're sadly mistaken, miss. You are mine.
We'll see about that.
Congratulations. To both of you. You are a credit to the IADC.
Oh, well, it's nothing that any other red-blooded American girl couldn't accomplish.
I'm glad there are no broken bones. Perhaps you were tired from your vigil.
I have lost face.
Nonsense. You fought extremely well. And lost, only to a first-class opponent. Tie your wrists.
Yes, comrade.
How well staffed is the facility at the top of this mountain?
I have no idea.
Look, miss, I warn you. I cannot go on being polite to an American when we all know that the United States is behind this volcano business.
Do you think that I'd be sneaking around a Mexican mountain if the United States had anything at all to do with this? In the first place, both of you would be arrested.
You're asking me to believe that the IADC would send a single American agent into a situation like this?
Believe what you want. I'm alone. I'm here to look for the last American agent who was sent here.
We have been neglecting our uninvited guest. Mr. Pruitt, isn't it? You're from Maryland, aren't you? Chevy Chase? I'm thinking of changing that name to Pompeii. You are about to witness a volcano in your own backyard. Maryland, my Maryland. I said no one would be hurt. Nobody has been hurt. I can't guarantee the same outcome next time.
Where did you strike now? Hong Kong? Peking? You think you can bring the dragon down to his knees?
I told you, we have nothing to do with this.
Now, hold on. Mei Ling, you must have estimated the compass setting of the beam before we came.
The original beam followed the setting of 317 degrees.
And the one we just observed.
It is roughly 078 degrees.
I have no idea what they hit. But I do not think it was China.
More heroes on their way out. Oh. Well, you must afford them a proper welcome. Not ticket-tape, perhaps, but nonetheless, a proper welcome. Lock him up and get started.
Thank you. We're not a cruel people. We're an embattled people.
You've been conquered many times, but you always manage to conquer your conquerors.
We won't wait to be invaded this time.
It is about an hour's climb to the summit.
I don't know if you're telling the truth, but I do believe that you're doing your duty much as we are.
Thank you, Mei Ling. We have to leave you over here.
Depending on what happens in the next few hours, we may or may not come back this way. I'm sorry it has to be like this.
I understand, Mei Ling.
Try to stay in the shade. Good luck.
Good luck to you.
slowing up, Mikhail.
On contrary, holding me back.
Who do you suppose Colonel Men sent?
Their best Ling Wang, I would imagine.
And Mei Ling? Something to look forward to, huh? Hold it, little one. The girl is between us.
Be sensible, comrade. You are even more beautiful than I remember you.
I had imagined we would eventually encounter the American phenomenon, Wonder Woman.
It does seem inevitable.
You have a saying in your country. All good things must come to an end. Regretfully.
If you will listen to me, I have a few simple suggestions that...
Hold this, my comrade.
I have seen him do better in the grip of a Siberian brown bear. It's impossible.
Quite totally believable.
Fears you Americans have won. Not only do you have your own strength, but you have the strength of that terrible weapon, whatever it is on the mountaintop.
No, that's what I was trying to tell you before you charged at me. The United States has nothing to do with this weapon.
But it is China and apparently the Russians who have been hit, not the United States.
We can't be sure of that. First China, then Russia. Who's to say where this last beam struck? If there is a pattern, then it was probably the United States. Listen, if we can just work together, maybe we can destroy this weapon before it destroys us.
You will not destroy anyone. Drop your weapons. If you resist, you will be destroyed. With the exception of Wonder Woman. We all know that you are indestructible. But we are not here to destroy any of you. In fact, the man we serve welcomes you.
I'd advise you to surrender, Tobrov. Drop your weapons. I'll be back.
No, Wonder Woman, come back! The man we serve wants and needs to talk to you! I'm afraid you people have lost your best weapon. We have one American agent, and I know where to locate the other. My men will see that you have a pleasant journey.
Corbin, how'd you get involved in this?
The man I work
Ow!
for happens to be, I'm sorry, happens to be one of the world's foremost physicists. A real genius.
Yeah, genius for destruction.
It's a matter of opinion.
His or yours?
We will all benefit by what he does.
How did Dave Pruitt benefit?
He is unharmed, sleeping peacefully, just a little tired.
Yeah, sure. Who is this, genius?
He's anxious to see you. By the way, how did you get out of your rather pressing problem down at the hotel?
Wonder Woman.
The lady does get around, doesn't she? Come on.
Sometime.
I can't stand this helpless feeling. No word from Diana since she left the hotel? Nothing. Total silence, just like Brooke. Now, let's not get into that. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to tell his family. What about the Russians and the Chinese?
Well, I've done some unofficial checking. They haven't heard from their agents either.
Even if they had, they wouldn't admit it. But if it is true, then their embassies will be contacting us eventually.
Oh, you can bank on it. They'll be strutting around, pointing their fingers. We know you're behind this. What have you done with our agents?
Then we'll know we really got something to worry about.
And in the meantime?
All we can do is wait. Hope that Diana finds some way to contact us.
Unless we hear from whoever's behind it.
Well, even that would be a relief.
At least we'd know who we're dealing with.
Arthur Chapman?
You may leave us. I believe you have some communication to arrange.
Of course.
Well, Diana. It's been a long time. 2 years.
I should have guessed it. But you've come a long way in 2 years.
NSA. Before that, the Science Resource Commission.
And before that, the old OSS with Joe Atkinson.
35 years in government laboratories.
What happened to you?
I changed my mind.
I can see that.
One morning, I came out of a meeting and they were all there. The Joint Chiefs of Staff, the State Department, somebody from the Bureau, the company. I took one look at them and I said, either they're mad or I'm mad.
I'm not sure which one you decided.
I told you. I changed my mind. The obedient inventor changed his mind. Millions have been made, no, billions have been made off my copyrights. And all my toys have been used for war games.
Is war a game?
That is exactly my point. Now, there will be peace. And I shall dictate the terms.
How?
Follow me. Tell me, have you ever imagined what it must feel like to talk to the whole world? I mean, every television and radio set on the earth?
You're mad.
I do not hold the copyright on madness either.
We're ready for you, sir. You're on the air.
Men, women, children of the world, I am talking to you. All of you, wherever you are. I have interrupted every radio and television program because there is something I must speak to you about. And you must listen. I want to speak to you about peace. Now, every nation speaks about peace, but no one does enough to achieve it, except me. Millions of weapons are still being manufactured in the name of defense and deterrent. Now, I tell you, this must stop. It will stop. For almost every one of you listening will know the meaning of Armageddon, the final battle between good and evil.
It's Arthur Chapman.
The physicist who dropped out?
I had hoped.
He once said nobody would ever listen to
spare my
him.
own country. But we have always joined the other two great powers in the three-way arms race.
Professor Chapman is mad. Mad? Maybe. Or maybe he's just a civil servant who now has absolute power.
Choosing an area where the chance for loss of life is non-existent. Vectors 24/35. We will now make the Black Hills a bit blacker. Using the most powerful laser beam on Earth, powered by nuclear energy, I will turn the entire planet into a volcano.
He actually thinks that the great powers of the world would give in to his 3-hour ultimatum.
He's quite convinced of it.
And what if they refuse?
He'll use the laser beam to carry out his threat.
What, Volcano Earth?
There's no stopping him. You can't fight it. No one can.
Hey, you don't sound so convinced.
It's too late. Too late.
No. Not yet, it isn't.
Wait! Wait! Guards! Get after her. I'll be right behind you.
amazing.
The areas he picked report not a single casualty. Joe, I've got a room full of Pentagon brass down there trying to decide whether to attack with conventional or nuclear weapons. Other countries are faced with the same decision.
Steve, don't they know that there are 5 hostages there?
The president just completed a meeting with the top officials of NASA. Calls have been made to the chairman of the Soviet Union, the premier of the People's Republic of China. Strategic Air Command's been alerted, and the necessary planes are already in the air.
What about Diana and the others?
I guess that's why there's room at the top. Nobody wants to be here.
Well, no luck so far. But there's nothing she can do in the time left.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh, you still think the old IADC will come through?
You don't want to hear what I think.
But of course I would. Well, as soon as I get a clear signal that there will be worldwide disarmament, everyone will have his say. I won't listen, but everyone will have his say. Hold it, all of you. Wonder Woman. Oh, I am so glad you've come. As a matter of fact, I was hoping to have you here.
What, so that I could witness a third world disaster and stand by for the next?
Oh, but no, Wonder Woman. I am doing this in the name of peace.
The idea of peace is beautiful, but this is no way to accomplish it. Why don't you ask the people whose lives depend on what their leaders decide?
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, I really don't have to ask anyone. Oh, Corbin, tell her how we've suffered. Just tell her.
I can't, Arthur. I agree with her. It won't work, not your way. Oh, we have to work for peace, but not by intimidation.
Fools have said that since the beginning of time.
Everybody is a fool to you. There will be fools who will send bombers to be strong. And there will be fools who will give in to you. And they will be seen as weaklings or even traitors. But Arthur, the only real fool is you.
And the Russians, what about them?
Our answer will be planes and submarines, missiles and tanks. Whatever it takes to destroy you. We have always fought that way.
And the People's Republic of China?
There are 800 million of us. If there are 10% left, we will still eventually dominate the world. It is called the long view.
Chapman, you have created the deadliest, most dangerous weapon the world has ever known. In the name of peace.
But you believe in peace, Wonder Woman. You always have.
Yes. But it won't work your way. I'm sure the world's leaders would listen to you once there was no more threat. Believe me,
Telephonic communication has begun between the heads of state in Washington, Moscow, and Peking. That is oblivion.
They're consulting. It doesn't mean...
Headquarters, Strategic Air Command in Omaha, Nebraska, has been placed on the red alert.
I warned you that that could happen.
You warned me? I tell you, they are throwing you all away.
Arthur, you can still do it. Make another transmission. Tell them that you're deactivating the computer.
And then they'll know they're right. Every government will be convinced that it was tough and it was strong. Now, those are your words, Jack. And anybody who yielded to me will be branded as a weakling, as a traitor. No, I tell you I was wrong.
What have you done?
I have done what I had to do. I'm sorry.
Can the computer be reset?
No. It goes in 10 minutes. The world goes in 10 minutes.
The nuclear power plant. Where is it?
It's in the middle of the mountain. Surrounded by concrete. There's no way to get to it.
How long will this beam last?
50 seconds.
After that, can it be fired again?
No. Not without a complete recharge. That's them. Shouldn't let them go.
Go where, Jack?
She's put herself between the beam and the outside.
outside world.
20, 25, 25 seconds.
Before I have a Mandarin dinner served, which I prepared myself, what do you wish me to do with these?
Sir, may I show you something that may answer two problems at once?
May I speak for both of us?
You may always do so if you wish.
Colonel Min, we have served you loyally and well.
You have?
We would be most grateful if you would accept our resignations.
I do not think such decisions should be made here and now.
Why not, Colonel? They could have been lost. Officially, that is.
Irregular.
On this mission, no one was hurt, Colonel. But in the future, someone may be hurt. I do not wish anything to happen that may interfere with our happiness.
There may be even some little Lin Wans and Mei Lings. That is the future that you're talking about, isn't it?
Apparently, it is out of my hands. There is some truth to the belief that it is easy to lose oneself in Chinatown. May I suggest that you do so?
After dinner.
Of course.
Thank you. It's a shame that Professor Chapman couldn't have handled his problems with the same reason. He'll have to be put away. As for Corbin, I think that the IADC is going to try to intervene.
And we have Wonder Woman to thank.
She has helped you in the past, I am told. I wish I might meet her one day.
Well, when you do, will you cook for her, too?
An honor.
I think she might like Chinese food as much as I do.
Wonder Woman! Here to fight the force of evil, and your chance won't be denied. Woman of the hour, with your superpower, we're so glad you're on our side. Wonder Woman! You're a Wonder Woman!